What's up, internet? Matt here, and I want to tell you about the cases that I've used with my iPhone 14 Pro Max over the last year. I have used these cases extensively. I have a very strong opinion about them, and the good thing is that they are also going to be available for the iPhone 15. So if you're looking for a good case, start here. I have some great suggestions, and I think that you'll like them. Let's get started. iPhones are one of the most beautiful devices you can buy. They spend a lot of time designing them. So if you're gonna put a case on your phone, it might as well have some functionality that provides you some additional coverage in certain situations or add some capability to your phone. Otherwise, you might as well not have a case on your phone. So the first case is like the king of functionality, is the Mobile by Peak Design. Now, this case I used for a lot of reasons. I mostly used it when I was trying to attach it. So I used this to attach to the side of the car when I was trying to get some videos whenever I am on a drive. You may see some videos that are on my channel when I go hiking or I go off-roading with my Jeep. That was shot with this case and this mount. This is an action mount that you can kind of attach to any type of like GoPro. And then they also have a car mount that you can attach to your dashboard, and it has a really strong magnet. That is one thing I really appreciate about the Peak Design magnets, is that it's really strong, and this phone is really big, and if you don't have a good strong magnet and you're driving with it, it will fall off. So I appreciate that Peak Design paid attention and had a very strong magnet put inside of this case. It's also extremely durable. As you can see, there's a lot of thickness around the device, as well as your ports are very well covered. Your buttons are very clicky, and you also have a nice little lanyard slot here at the bottom for if you need some extra grip. And overall, a great case. Your camera is protected. As you can see, it has a nice little lip here. It's not too thick, but it also creates a nice feel in the hand where you can grab it easily and not have to worry about it sliding out. The back is like this, like I don't know, like a vinyl sticker over the back, so the entire case is like a rubberized plastic. It doesn't necessarily feel very premium, but you definitely can trust your phone inside of this case. I highly recommend it, especially if you're going to use some of the accessories. If you're not really into the accessories that Peak Design offers, I think that you should check out some of the other cases. So let's go ahead and move on to the next case. All right, so the next case is also another one that adds some functionality that I think you might be interested in. If you are a content creator or you need to do a lot of content creation with your phone, you need to check out cases by Moment. So not only does Moment make great cases, they also make great attachments for their cases. So the first attachment I want to tell you about is the lens protector cover. And this is also a UV protection lens. So it will help prevent sun damaging your lenses and also protect your lens from debris and dirt so that when you can take a shot, it's not smudgy. And I think a lot of people can attest to this. These camera modules on the iPhone are extremely large. And so if you like to take a lot of pictures or you need to use them for different reasons, you may find that your camera lens gets a little smudgy. This protects it and also protects it from the sun. So especially if you're shooting directly into a sun flare or something like that, you'll notice some better protection for that. So the thing about this case is you can pop this thing off just like that, and then you can add a filter. So this takes a 67mm filter. So watch this. So you pop it on just like that, which is really cool. And then you can take this and screw it on. And boom. Now you have an ND filter. An ND filter is a neutral density filter that you can use when you're in the sunlight. And this allows you to get these smooth frame rates that you want to get so that you can make your footage look cinematic. And so this is an ND64 and it goes up to 512. So for example, let me give you a demo of how it looks. So let me go into video mode. And if you see here, you can see how dark it is and then how light it is. So if you want to think of this as sunglasses for your camera lens, that's always the best way to describe ND filters. These are ND filters for your eyes, ND filters. for your camera. All right, so that's the Moment case. All of this is separate. You don't have to buy it all at once, but you can buy some bundles on their site. I will have everything linked down below so that you guys can, check out the links. I don't have prices right now. I'm going to find the cheapest prices I can for each of these products so that you can check them out. And I think let's move on to the next one. All right, so the next case is the classic Apple leather case. And rest in peace to this case, because Apple is no longer making leather accessories. So that means that if you want a leather case, you're probably gonna have to look elsewhere, and I will talk about that in another video. But if you are still interested in a leather case for your iPhone 14 and older, you can probably catch them on sale on Amazon or other places. I would definitely check out like Best Buy, because they're definitely gonna be discounted heavily because Apple no longer makes these. Now, here's the thing about this case. I have been a leather case fan from Apple for a very long time. The leather case, as you see here, it doesn't really patina very well. As you can see, the edges got really, really dirty and grimy, and I actually dropped it in a particular spot, and you can see it does not look very good at all. Like, I was not a fan of this case. As soon as I bought it, I thought that I was going to use it, and it did not make the cut. Like, I really found that I was going to use this as a case to wear when I was going out and dressing up nice, and I just found that another case was better for that. So personally, I don't recommend the Apple leather case. I may not recommend the fine woven cases that they came out for the iPhone 15, but I will get one and try it out on this channel so that you guys can have an idea of if I recommend it or not. But like I said, the cases so far have offered great protection and great functionality. This one right here is absolutely useless and overpriced. I don't see the point. So let's move on to my next favorite case, which is the Nomad Sport case. Now, I use this case the second most this year, and I will show you why. So not only do I love this green, because I don't know why, but my Jeep is green and I just like green. It's been growing on me. But this case is super slim. Like, look at the build of this case and how well it is built. I've dropped the crap out of it, and as you can tell, it still looks pretty new. The buttons are super clicky. They're very responsible. They're very responsive. And what you're seeing here is the only flaw of this case. Because the back of the case is a glossy finish, it scratches a lot. So take a look at these scratches. So if that bothers you, you might not want to pick this case up. I planned on picking up the white color in this case because I think it will show less scratches. But if you see here where the MagSafe is, this is where I put like my MagSafe ring. You can see like there's a lot of scratches, and that kind of stinks. But again, fingerprint magnet, but I think this is a great case for people who want a slim case. But like if you're going to the gym or you're wearing things like sweatpants or something where your phone will slide out of your pocket, this is a great option. It's not that expensive in comparison to other options out there. And I really think that this is a great case to check out. The only thing that I would say is, again, the scratching, and that can be looked over. All right, so let's move on to my next case, and probably my least used case. So I'm gonna admit that I did not use this case that much, but I did pull it out every now and then, maybe for a wedding or a night out with my wife. And this is the Nomad Folio case. And here's the thing about this case. I like it. I like it a lot. I think it is a great case, very protective. It also has 3 slots here for some cards, and you also have a little wallet here for some cash or some paperwork. This is like the case I used when I went to Europe. If you're traveling and you just want to have everything all together in a complete package and you don't want to lose it, I don't think you really can go wrong with a Folio case. However, I do think that you should probably look at maybe some options with the MagSafe wallets that Apple offers or other things like that. You can take this little metal leather flap off if you don't need it. But like I said, this is essentially the leather rugged case with a Folio on it. So if you're a fan of leather cases and you're looking for something new, definitely check these out from Nomad. Again, did not use this that much. I'm not sure why, other than again, cases are closed for your phone, and this is a tuxedo, so I wasn't really using it that often. But if you are looking for a Folio case and that's your thing, definitely check it out. It's still compatible with MagSafe, so you can, use it on, whatever MagSafe accessory you have, just like this. So you don't have to worry about having to take it out of your case all the time. It is a little annoying if you want to like take photos because you have to hold it like this and you look weird, but it is what it is. All right, so the next case that I want to show you is the Otterbox Defender XT. Now, I used this case a ton when I first got it. I needed a rugged case, and I felt like this was a great option, so I picked it up from Best Buy, and I don't like it for a few reasons, but I like it for many others. So as you can tell, it is a rubber case. If you guys remember the Defender cases, it's a rubber case that has a plastic rim around it that is tucked and protected with more rubber. So that means that you're getting a lot of protection from drops, and you're getting a lot of protection from other types of elements like water and dust. The problem is that it is a pain to install. So I'm sitting here talking to you, and it is taking me just about as long as I can give an explanation on it to install it. And I've done this many, many times. So it's not a case that I would recommend using if you want to take it on and off very often. It's also very expensive, but again, if this is like your one case you had to buy for your entire usage of an iPhone, definitely check out the Otterbox XTs. So 1 second, and I'm gonna come back with it fully installed. All right, so here is the case fully installed. As you can see, it has a clear back, so you can see the color of your iPhone. It has a very strong MagSafe magnet. It also has really good lightning port protector at the bottom, which I like, especially if you're in the elements like I am. And you have a very, very, very deep cutout for your silent switch. Very clickable buttons for your power and your up and down volume rocker button. And it also is compatible with those classic holsters. So if you wanna use a phone holster, there is a little mark here where it will clip into a holster on your hip. I don't use a hip holster, but I'm sure there's some of you out there that like those. This is a good case if you want to use a hip holster. And the thing about this case is it's very wide. So it creates it's a very wide fill in the hand. I can't say that it is the most comfortable in the hand, but again, if you're buying this case, you're buying it for the protection, and you definitely get it with this case. So again, Otterbox XT, definitely check this out. And like I said, all of these cases that I'm mentioning, I'm demoing them on the iPhone 14 Pro Max, but they are available for the iPhone 15, and I again recommend them for purchase for your iPhone 15. That's only because the design has not changed, and of course it will be the same experience on an iPhone 15 minus the silent switch. So next is a case that I use every day. This is like my everyday case, and this is by Nomad, and this is the rugged case. This case has stayed on my phone most of the time during this year of owning it. And that's because the buttons are extremely clicky, and it is very protective, but it has these grooves on the side that make it really nice to hold. If you can see, trying to focus, there it is. I apologize on the focusing, guys. But yeah, you see it is a really, really nice case. Nice in the hands. Protective at all the ports. You can also add lanyards just like the Peak Design case. And as you can see, you have a lot of protection for your screen, and you can put a screen protector on if you need to. So again, I don't really have much to say about this case because there's nothing I dislike about it. I think it is the best case that you can get for your phone, even if you're not the type of person that likes a rugged case. So one of the best features too that no other case does that I have is that you can lay your phone flat. If you look here, there's a lip here and there's a lip here to make sure that your phone lays flat when you put it on the table. That's an underrated feature. You don't have to worry about your phone rocking. Nomad really did their thing with this case. This is their best case, man. Like I love this case. Again, Nomad rugged case, links in the description. And also, all the links will be affiliate links if I can. It is a great way to support the channel. When I make these videos, I do them free of charge, and affiliate links help support and allow me to make more content. And if you've been following along this far in the video, I appreciate it. Definitely hit that like button, hit subscribe, and leave me a comment about a case that you like the most or that you're most interested in, or even a case that you never heard of that I just exposed you to. I think that I would like to know if there's more cases that you guys want me to check out. So last but not least is a case that I didn't think I would get, but I ended up getting anyway. And that's the later case from Unbox Therapy. And this case is kind of the case that I would float in between when I was using the sport case or the rugged case. If I wanted just something to like wear, like maybe around the house or in certain situations, I would throw on the later case. This has no protection. This has no functionality. It is literally just a very thin piece of carbon fiber that goes over the back of your phone. As you can see, it's a fingerprint magnet. I did not clean any of these cases because I wanted you to see how the wear and tear looks over time. You do have really good cutout and protection for your lenses. However, because your lenses are exposed, you do find yourself putting your fingers on there a lot more. And then of course right here at the back, you have no protection across the bottom. So again, not a great case for protection. It's very expensive. Don't really recommend it, but if you're just looking for something to throw over your phone and you're the type of person that is very careful with it and you normally rock your phone naked, I think this is a good option, especially if you just want a little bit more grip, because sometimes the sides of the iPhones are very slippery. So that's it. That is my roundup of the best cases for the iPhone 14 and the iPhone 15. And again, I have used these cases extensively over the last year and they have not failed me. I think that they're great options for the 15, and I'll also be getting some of these for the 15 so that you guys can see what they look and work like with the 15. If you have any questions, let me know down below. I appreciate your time, and I'll catch you in the next one. Stay up.